Welcome in, everybody. It has been a while. It has been a while. Thank you for joining us today for episode 1 of Corsairs of the Rift. We're back. We're back after a bit of a hiatus, and it's good to see. It's good to see everyone in. Thank you very much for the support as always. It's called blimey. Got some names: Pepper Jack, Steel, Sneeze, D. Everyone, thank you for the support. Yeah. I'll run through all the names at the end, but thank you very much for the warm welcome, or the warm return welcome, I guess. So, what are we doing today? What have we been cooking for the last few months? Crank myself up, I'm quiet. Alright. Hang on. Is that any better? Is that any better? British Georgia LaFord. Hey, do you like... you've got to have, a gimmick. You've got to have a gimmick. But what are we doing? D&D, to an extent, a rule set called Esper Genesis by... glad to be back. Thank you very much. In fact, let me put it in... Is it Corsairs? Is that the command I put? It is. No, it's not. It's not the right one. That's the one I wanted. So, basically, we're running a slightly homebrewed version of a D&D 5th edition campaign called Esper Genesis, which is a sci-fi space opera romp through the cosmos. Fairly sure it wasn't as much of a space thing. Advisor took it. It did. What I'm going to do, though... I was hoping to catch you all unawares. Hello.
We have not forgotten your
Shit on.
sneakiness.
Quiet to your ways.
As you...
I didn't even get to draw a penis.
Oh, someone's just took the words right out of my mouth there. But as you can probably
That sounds like a quote.
we've got the regular crew returned with a new addition.
Hit alert!
With a new addition. Introduce yourself. Who are you?
Who, me?
Who you?
No, I'm kidding. Hi, my name is Vexing Cat. I am a Tiger Librarian here on Twitch. I read classic literature and poetry, and I have been asked to join this amazing campaign with these phenomenal RP players. I'm very excited.
Yes, put you on the spot.
Totally duped her.
It's like a Becca Dix.
Oh, and so it begins. Set the tone early. I approve. Yeah, everyone, thank you very much once again for the support and for the warm return. It's good to be back, and I think I speak for everyone here as well that we have missed. We've missed the RP. We've missed the D&Ds. Now I am going to.
Nah.
Wow.
I'm joking.
I am going to say, just for the folks out there who watch either the VOD or the stream later on, Solution, why didn't you use a system like Stars Without Numbers or, Starfinder? Honestly,
We don't wanna.
we don't want to. Yeah, basically. The way we have got together and thought that we wanted a campaign, the Esper Genesis system, which is D&D, fits better for this. So yeah, that's just to get that space alien out of the room. That's why we're not using something like Starfinder or Stars Without Numbers, Mothership, or any other TTRPGs. Not to say that we haven't run other TTRPGs, because we do, but that's besides the point. Folks, shall we get into it? Shall we begin?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah, do that.
All right. Welcome, everybody, to Corsairs of the Rift. I'm going to begin by saying that, yes, we are still here in the Milky Way, Only now it's the far future, where the years mean nothing to anyone except probably archaeologists, archivers, but who cares about those? No offense, Vex. As you'd expect, everything's moved on. We're living in an age of interstellar travel, where countless species share the stars, and bureaucracy has grown into something so massive that it might as well be an entity all of its own. I'm just going to turn that music down a bit. Ooh, there we go. That's not to say, though, that we know everything, or we have the furthest reaches of the galaxy just a hop, skip, and a jump away. Far from it. Outside of our little bubble, the galaxy's mostly still unknown, and travel is a privilege, not a pastime. Our focus is here. This tiny little speck with the blue finger. This is the southern stretch of the Milky Way, and for the astronomy fans out there, like me, nerds, my own nerdy pleasure, I guess, this is an area of space that's the Sagittarius and Scutum Centaurus arms of the Milky Way. This region falls under the control of an entity called the Concordate Alliance. It's about as close as the galaxy currently gets to government, though most inhabitants would describe it more as an uneasy truce, buried in piles of old paperwork and diplomatic speak. The Concordate is a multi-species alliance formed about 1,000 years ago after a long line of catastrophes, of wars, a rogue AI incident, and the disastrous first contact that preceded that incident. The founding species, a species called the Volari, the Karnak, the Elenics, the Ravok, and the Solari, they didn't build it out of trust, but pretty much out of necessity. And in a nutshell, Volari, luminescent blue skin, pointy ears, psychics, or psionics. The Karnak, strong, hardy lizard folk. Elenics, just kind of think as your standard grey aliens, the grey skin, the black eyes that you see in various media. Ravok are your militaristic brutes, again, very well built. And Solari is our name for humans, coming from the Sol system. Anyway, with that said and me waffling on continuously, Concordate space is bound together by a vast network called the Grid. It's made up of hyperlanes and relay gates that act as the arteries of interstellar civilization. These carry ships, goods, information faster than light, and it only exists within Concordate space. And to be honest with you, that's the reason the Concordate have such a strong grip, control over this area, is due to their control of the Grid. Now, obviously, the Concordate aren't the only players in this galactic playground. There are a plethora of councils, nations, and perhaps more importantly, megacorporations that span the entire area. And, well, beyond the Concordate borders, the galaxy turns dark, dangerous. It's largely unexplored, or at the bare minimum, unreported. So, for you guys as players, anything outside of the Concordate Alliance's borders is kind of an unknown space. Let's now focus on this little OR9 where the finger's pointing. This is the Orion Nebula, near the far end of the Sagittarius arm, closest to Earth, Sol, as you can see. This is Concordate Border Sector OR9, a region perched on the edge of their sphere of influence. And here in the Outer Rim, laws and regulations are flexible. Perhaps some could even say they are more what you'd call guidelines than actual rules. But who knows? This small stretch of space holds all kinds of activity from I've lost my tech. There we go. So this small span of space holds all kinds of activities varying from things such as corporate ventures, colonist expansion projects, and of course the illegal trade, piracy, smuggling, and every sort of questionable job to keep life running for those who call this corner of the galaxy home. Are you bored of listening to me yet?
Oh, go on. Go on.
So, let's take a little more of a focused approach, or a focused look, even. Basin 5, a solar system that has multitude of asteroid belts, planets, so on and so forth, but this is where our story begins. This is Grindstone, a hollowed out super asteroid that's become a pirate haven in the Vason system. Everyone in the surrounding systems knows that the Grindstone isn't exactly legal, but since one of the largest mega corporations in Concordate space, known as Mule, owns and operates it, granted it's like most things under a thin veil of legitimacy, it's also quite far from the core worlds of the Concordate, which means it's mostly left to itself to run. A perfect location for any ne'er-do-wells in galactic space. Once, Grindstone was the pride of another megacorporation called Multex Heavy Industries. It was a deep core mining project designed to extract rare metals and trace gravitonium deposits from one of the largest asteroids ever catalogued in the Vason belt. Now, gravitonium, probably it will come up in future. I'm not going to delve too deep into the ridiculous amount of lore that I've spent months writing, but keep it in mind. Anyway, the operation ran for decades here at Grindstone under Multex until, like most things, the yields dropped and labour costs rose. With that, the corporation Mule Galactic Reprocessing bought the rights to it. Mule's reputation for cutting corners and recycling anything that's basically still twitches turned Grindstone into something new. They stripped the last of the usable ore, reinforced the hollow interior, and quietly opened the docks to unregistered clientele. On paper, it's still listed as a reclamation and salvage hub. In practice, not only is it the beating heart of the Orion or OR9 Outer Rim, it's almost the beating heart of piracy in this sector of space. We, though, find ourselves at Dock 94. A smaller bay clinging to the outer rocky crust of Grindstone. A place where shuttles and short-haul craft come and go. The air inside is thick due to being recycled far too many times, and vents continuously... God, words. I think I need a sip of the old Dutch courage.
Word juice.
Word juice. That's the one I'm looking for. And vents from above continually hiss, pumping out an atmospheric mix that's meant to suit every species, but basically ends up pleasing nobody. No matter what orifice you breathe through, every inhale feels like work at a bare minimum, or that feeling where, you know, when you're aware of your own breathing and you have to make that conscious choice to, like, I've got to breathe in, this feels really off, really wrong. Yeah, it has that sort of atmosphere. In other words, unpleasant, not exactly the most welcoming, but sustainable. Cargo containers, crates, barrels, and all manner of storage clutter fill the cargo bay. And there's a single maglev cargo train that rests on the tracks that are split, or that splits the cargo bay in two. And I'm going to quickly tone down this music and bring in something a little more apt. I cast manual breathing, pretty much. Beneath your feet, there is a rumble. The metal decking has several hatches that are cut out grates, and beneath them, trains, cargo trains, similar to the one in the cargo bay, run beneath you all. And in the center of this bay, several figures stand. Some in positions of readiness, others in bravado, and the rest in awkward silence. It's at that moment the sound of a gun clicking fills the air. The gathered figures draw their weapons, each taking aim at someone else in what a Solari would probably call a Mexican standoff. In the center of this escalating situation is a large crate, clearly marked with a corporate logo of Hellion, which has been haphazardly sprayed over. There's a loud hiss from one of the figures, another one snarls, and slowly a small, cloaked, pale-skinned Elenix swipes their hand over a datapad. Suddenly, the crate explodes open. Sparks are sent high into the air. Several objects immediately shoot out into the crate. No, not weapons. A holographic sparkler shower and what appears to be weapon-shaped balloons.
Oh, you slag! This ain't the real crate, you double-crossing bastards!
The first shot rips through one of the balloons. Second and third clatter into the train and surrounding cargo. Roll me initiative. When I make an encounter. There you go, try now. Oops.
Public roll or self roll?
Yeah, public rolls, all public rolls.
Okay.
Excellent. So, with that, first up, the small individual. Who are you? What do you look like? What are you doing at this moment in time?
Just checking. Is that me?
Yes, it is indeed.
All right. Standing pretty near to the crate is a short stature creature with grayish skin and patches where you can see through, and there's like a red almost like keratin plating going up and down the arms. It very strange alien. It doesn't seem to look like anything around him. Wearing a armored vest and a set of sunglasses that are a bit too big for his face. And he's baring his teeth at this with his at everything going on, has drawn his weapon, and he's got it leveled at the people ahead of him who are aggressing this. And well, at that,
Yeah.
if people are shooting, Dirigo loves to be the one. He refuses to be the last one to fire, so he's going to look at this. These two ahead of us, Eno and Eno's bodyguard.
Uh-huh.
Are they the other side of this transaction? Are they the two that are
At this
saying
moment
that
in
this
time,
is...
you know literally nothing. All you know is that you were supposed to deliver this crate, watch over the exchange, and depart. You know nothing at this moment in time.
Do we know who shot?
It was this gentleman, a rather large Solari with two revolvers, who shot one of the balloons, and then the two return fire it was almost like two cracks at the same time. You're not sure where they came from. So Runcutter Jack was the one who initially shot the balloon down. And bear in mind, at this point, this crate in the center of the room still spewing out holographic sparks with these weapon-shaped balloons dithering in the air.
Okay, well...
It's chaos.
It's chaos. So Dirigo doesn't want to be in the open because this is about to become a firefight. So he's going to move down here on the other side of this train so he can look around out at everybody here.
Yeah.
He's going to aim his weapon, and he's not really sure what's going to happen here other than violence is going to occur.
That's absolutely fine.
So he's going to ready a action. The first person to fire essentially towards us, because we're on the sideline, is going to catch lead.
Excellent. Okay, so with the gun drawn, there we go, dives to the side, presses himself up against the train. Who do we have next?
Well, that would be the 7 foot tall lizard chap with 4 arms. The ship's engineer, Jack.
What sort of gear do you have on your person? What do you do at this exact moment in time as you hear shots begin to ring out across the cargo bay?
Well, I'm an engineer by trade, so I'm carrying a dirty, great big wrench, armed with a rivet gun. But as an engineer and a bit of a tinkerer, I have got a halo of mini drones buzzing around my head, and attached to my back is a robotic assistant which can drop off and scuttle away and do its own thing whenever I want it to. And what I'm going to be doing right now is I'm going to let the rest of the meat sacks go and get in the way of things. And I'm going to tuck myself in here.
Uh-huh.
And I too will hold an action when I see if things start going
Pear shapes?
Yeah, that's a good way of describing it.
Awesome. Okay. Jax, you dive behind a couple of crates that are stacked up, and after that, who do we have?
I guess it's me.
It is.
So Heuka stands about, a couple meters tall and is about 5 meters away from the crate on the ground and is assessing the situation, thumbing the hammer on her kinetic pistol, trying to ascertain, why this went sideways. We delivered the goods. I'm getting growly, get a little angry. I feel like they're gonna want to get into the thick of things, so kind of but hold my action, but maybe move. What's the range on this? Okay, so I'm well within range.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna hold my position and then
Okay.
hold my action until I see something.
Yeah.
That's
So
oh,
you're going to just hold your pistol at the moment in case anyone starts firing your way?
precisely.
Perfect. This giant form of Hyoka stands as a bulwark. Next up, who do we have?
Next up, we have the robotic Jax.
Jax?
I mean Echo. Sorry, I was reading names. You come in. Yeah, we have Echo, the robot gunslinger extraordinaire, and unlike my compatriots, I thrive in chaos. I'm gonna go behind the big Bruni.
Okay.
And then I'll go, see what that dirty fucking Solar tried to do? He tried to kill you. And then I'm going to shoot at a rug cutter jet.
Oh my god. Okay. So yeah, just this robotic form shifts to the side, whispers in this giant merc's ear, and then what does? Is this a hip fire? Is this what do you do?
I'm literally using this guy as a meat shield and shooting from like under his big brutish arms.
He's like,
What do you think you do?
the shot rings out, strikes Jack squarely in the chest. Roll damage.
6 damage.
You would all see as Echo shoots out, there's a blue shimmer that surrounds Jack for just a brief moment as his personal shield device kicks in, scattering most of the force from the blow. But it's at that moment you hear other guns behind Jack start cocking, a few more, this almost a snake-like voice. They're shooting at us! What do you look like, though, if you don't mind me asking, Echo?
I'm actually kind of a mishmash. My head looks high-tech, and then the rest of my body looks like it was scraped off a scrap heap and then fused together at the neck with fucking bits of tack weld and stuff. And I'm wearing a lovely bright yellow flight jacket.
Hard to miss. Oh, all right. Guns are now starting to be brought up by literally everyone in the room. Who's next? What do you do at this situation?
Well, you see a figure crouching over here behind, I'm guessing these are piles of smaller crates?
Absolutely, yeah.
She's about 4'7", purple hair with her goggles perched on her head, wearing a very fashion-forward red trench coat that was custom made to accommodate all 6 of her arms. And she, as her arms move and the sleeves, like the flared sleeves of her trench coat are, move around, you glimpse like bracelet-like devices on each of her wrists. And they said, "Oh, well, that's really pretty." They look like jewelry, but they have another purpose. And she is evaluating the situation that is unfolding before her.
Mm-hmm.
Her buddy Echo has gone over here and just fired a shot. She's like, "What the fuck?" Did the voice we heard, did that like come from the crate?
No, that came from this gentleman called Run Cutter Jack. He was the one who shouted out that you've been duped, or this is the wrong crate.
Okay. So she who goes by the name Maisie will, if I click the right tool.
So good. It's been a while since we were last here.
She's gonna kind of sneak up here.
Mm-hmm.
And she is going to look at one of her arms, and from the bracelet on her wrist, a purple beam will attempt to emerge.
Okay. This poor guy. Everyone's targeting
Fucking
him.
slurry cunt.
And before she does it, though,
Mm-hmm.
she kind of turns to her left and says to Echo, Are you sure about this?
At that
Not
point,
even in the slightest.
it's far too late. Guns are now starting to be drawn. Even Runcutter Jack's starting to bring his pistols around towards your direction. So what this will do, once we've got the last person out of the way, Hioka, Jax, Dorigo, your actions will kick in. But with that said, what's Lance, Maisie? What does this look like?
It is a beam of energy, purple in color, because that's her favorite color. And it's just like energy. Like highly, it's not a laser, it's more dangerous than a laser. And it just, this like beam shoots out of the device on her wrist in like this flicking motion, like she's throwing it at him.
Awesome.
And hits him in the chest.
Absolutely. The beam hits him. There's a brief moment where the personal shield device, the PSD, kicks in to try and deflect some of this, but it just punctures through. 13 damage. Boom. There's a sickening crack that rings out through the docking bay as his personal shield device flickers, fails, and several ribs are cracked. You see the...
Oh, what the fuck? You bitch!
Any further actions?
She like screams slightly and runs back behind the crate.
All right. Last but not least, then, who do we have?
You have Mafette, who is, when you look at her, she's this blue creature who, if you're just looking at her as everything is starting, you would see like she has kind of these glistening things under her skin, but as the anger begins to arise with the crowd, you see quills come out. So she's just, her whole entire body is just covered in them, and they're just kind of all coming out, and where she's like this ball of quills. And you can see where she's got this hand that is shaking, and it's coming up to her mouth, and it's a smoke, and she's nervously lighting it because of just the anger and all of the emotions that are around, and she's just having to kind of do it to kind of ease her nerves. And she's going to, the next person that yells, she's going to hold an action, and that's the person that she's going to aim at.
Okay.
In the group, not in our group, but in the center.
I'm going to say as soon as Jack bursts out with this expletive, that would be the moment where you just lash out towards him. So go for it. It's not enough. Just as he calls out, having been hit by, oh man, names, Maisie's blast, her lance to the chest, you just lash out, Mafette, with this mind spike. What does it look like? How do you manifest your? Because you're slightly different to the rest. You don't rely on technology. You are more of a emphatic, I guess is the term, creature. What does it look like? It sadly doesn't hit, but
well, so it's gonna kind of come from like, she's just got all of these emotional receptors and all of that through her quills. So it's gonna come from part of her quills that are out. And but because she's shaking, trying to control her emotions, it kind of like sends it not in the right direction.
Awesome. With that, we'll then go to the very top again. Dorigo, you see the situation starting to unfold. You see Runcutter Jack starting to bring his pistols to bear against, one in Echo's direction, one towards the side, towards Hioka and Jax. And since you held an action, you're the first to go. What do you do?
I am going to use burst fire because I think it's fun. We gotta. I want to. How do I? I'm trying to figure out how to actually make it burst fire.
Yeah. Click on burst fire. So target the person you want. Click burst fire, and then we can always just change the where the template goes afterwards. Okay, so that is going to basically be right there. What do you do? What's it look like?
Well, shit. And Dirigo, seeing that Maisie has just blasted a purple beam directly at these around this corner, he knows that it's going to be about a split second before people start shooting back at her because it's very obvious what she's doing. So he's just going to swing around the corner with his kinetic SMG, and he just starts spraying bullets, just hitting the deck, hitting everything there, just being a danger to everything in the area. And
Jack manages, he's already looking around and he just sees you pop around the side of the train and he dodges out of the way. But the other guy, if you want, let me get rid of that. The other guy he takes the full brunt of it. And unfortunately, this guy doesn't have a personal shield device, so that does 4 damage to him. Okay, as you jump out the side, you hold the trigger down. You would see several of the rounds just impacting the ground. Run cutter jet jumps to the side. Some of them impact into the scav. Go on.
And because I have this fancy ability, there we go. Whenever I burst fire, I can make a follow-up attack against somebody the radius.
Yep.
So, yeah.
It's terrible damage. But it is what it is. Yeah.
Yep.
You spray the area. You hit the ambitious scav a couple of times with a few of the rounds, and then last but not least, you bring up the rifle or the SMG for that matter. Take aim and put a single round into Jack's back. Since that's done, I'm going to jump over to Hyoka quick. If you want to check what abilities do Hyoka, rather than clicking them, the best thing to do is if you have a look at your features, there's a square box, and that will drop down
That's what I was looking for.
Yeah. That'll give you the explanation of what it does.
Fantastic.
With that said, though, it is now your reaction. You held an action back to see what the situation was, and the situation has indeed turned to absolute shit.
Indeed. Well,
you've just witnessed Dirigo pop around the corner and try and hose a couple of guys down, but didn't work. Granted, you would notice that Jack, this dreaded Scav Lord, by the looks of it, seems to be incredibly wounded.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
I think since it seems like Dirigo has more than got that area well in hand, I'm gonna step into this space over here next to this bodyguard, also providing a little bit of extra backup for our much beloved robot friend. I feel like I'm gonna swipe at this guy. I just want to test that out a little bit. So that
Jax, I've not forgot about you, by the way. I got initiative right.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Don't you worry.
All right.
Okay, So then I do this guy.
Yeah, yep.
Attack.
So
Look
target
at the
him.
Button.
Perfect. Boom. Straight in. 19 is more than enough to claw through him. You just go in, claws ready. What's it look like? Roll damage.
Well, I was wondering, when do I add impact drive to knock him?
If once you've hit, I believe, if that's.
Yeah.
Oh no.
So,
Oh no.
so now, as I run into this guy and I slash him, I hopefully did I apply?
You
it
certainly.
correctly? I think.
Yep. No. So you hit. So what I would do now is roll damage first,
Okay.
because you certainly hit him. Your claws carve into him for 2 damage, and
Right.
now you can trigger your impact drive.
Okay. So cast spell or
Yep. So whatever impact drive comes up as, if it comes up as cast, get a power. You are using a power.
You're gonna need a counter. How many times I get
We say spell. Yeah, absolutely. So if you click impact drive from there, you go. It's a bonus action. I'll let you use. That's fine. It's all good. So that comes into 5 points of damage. As your claws delve into this, what seems to be an Elenix bodyguard. Elenix are pale-skinned, grey, bluey, big black eyes. Your typical grey alien. They're known to be the thinkers of the galaxy. But this guy, as you carve your claws into him, Hyoka, you notice for a moment that he starts to push back away from you, giving you a sense that he's got a little bit of combat sense about him. He knows what he's doing. There is a slight wound to him, but he dips back at the last second. And with that, the energy pistol in his hand now pivots towards you.
fair and valid.
But that was your action for your attack, your bonus action for impact drive,
And I move.
and your movement. You can move away further if you wish, but he may have an attack of opportunity. But granted, with him having a pistol, close quarters, you get the impression that you could get away without too much of a problem. But it's up to you. Do you want to stay in his grill?
I'm gonna stay in his grill.
Okay.
Holding the ground.
All right. Seeing Hyoka leap into action, Dirigo gunning down. Jax, your held action. What do you do?
Okay, well, Jax is just muttering into himself behind this pile of little cases and stuff. So they drag me out of my ship. I've got loads of work to do. It's in pieces. Arrgh. And you see these little drones buzzing around his head faster and faster, like an angry swarm of bees. And one just flies off towards each person on the around the chest, and these suppressing drones just go for everyone in the room.
Oh my god, okay.
Everyone that's raised a weapon
Yeah.
has got a drone flying towards their head.
Yeah.
So sorry for all the rolls you got to do.
No, it's all good. As long as you've got them targeted, that should be good.
Oh yeah, I've targeted everyone I want to target, I think.
Alright, let's have a look then. So, everyone you've got targeted. Let me do this quick, because he's going to come in next turn. 1, 2, 3. You're not getting the little guy. Okay.
It's not got a weapon.
Yeah. Are they within 30 feet? 'Cause I believe it's only within 30 feet you can use suppression drone. Is that right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay, so... do you want to move?
Yeah. I can walk right into the middle of the room because I'm a dickhead.
You just see this lizard, just four-armed lizard man stride into the center of the cargo bay, and then all of a sudden... What do your suppression drones look like?
They're tiny. You can barely even see them. Oh, I should have been there.
So good, so good. Everyone is certainly within 30 feet at that point, so yeah.
Yeah,
One, two.
they're basically like little tiny buzzing drones that just go around my head at all times. And they're like a swarm of flies.
That's a lot of rolls. All right.
Oh dear.
Runker to Jack, he cares not. But the rest of the... just roll damage. Let's see what happens.
Oh.
We roll
11 of those commotion.
Oh my good lord. All right, so half as much damage. So Jack gets half, and the jittery scav takes half, but everyone else takes full damage. You immediately kill the ambitious scav, the one behind Jack, who Dorigo lit up. What's this look like, Jax?
Oh, they literally. It's like they've had napalm dropped on their heads, like in like a aerosol form. These little drones are spun around them, just doing a mixture of flamethrower and napalm on these things until they burn to pieces.
Love it. All right. That then basically finishes all of your held actions. At this, guns now start to ring out across the cargo bay. And we will go from the very top. Bring those guys in for the mercs and the scavs. Here we go. You're up. What do you do?
Well, it looks like Jack is pretty bad off.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm thinking of making it even worse for him. Just gonna basically all in trying to drop this guy because he has the whole band of scavs here, and yeah, he's the most significant. So
he's already in the process of ducking away, and as the first guy falls, you bring the SMG around, and Jack's already trying to get out of dodge, and you miss him by millimeters. In fact, it's not that you miss him; it's more as you shoot, the last charge in his personal shield just flares up for a moment and deflects the shot.
Going to use the take cover action here.
Yep, you are indeed next to cover.
And because better to use it now than later, I'm going to use the surge.
Okay.
I'm going to try to shoot him again.
All right. And the shot finds its mark, punctures through his personal shield, straight into him. Roll damage. What happens to him?
Well, Jack has been dodging around. He's been waylaid. He's upset because his delivery is not what he was expecting. And he's already been whittled down a lot by everything. But one of Dirigo's shots hits him in the back as he's trying to duck and cover and get away to his men. And he ends up just tumbling into the crate with all the confetti and light show and balloons going everywhere. Just slumped over it.
Awesome. Anything further?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gonna use phase step
Okay.
to be on the train.
Yeah, if you just click in the box where you want to go. So just click on an empty square.
Yep.
You don't have to move it. So with the way face step works, is you just click where you want to go, and boop,
There we go.
boom. So you are on top of the train. Excellent.
Very well.
What's this look like? Because this is the first time you've used it. I'm obviously going to prompt everyone for everything they do, because this is the it's a whole new world. Whole new world. So carry on.
Well, Dirigo is crouched down behind cover, and he sees that Jack is down, and so he takes his little 4-fingered hand and points it at the top of the train like he's reaching for it, and he just is almost like he's pulling himself through space to the top of the train. There's a little shimmer, and he just it becomes out like a wisp, and he just is at the top of the train in the blink of an eye.
Boom. Awesome. Whilst that's happening, Jax, you're up. What's happening over with you as all your drones are currently incinerating everyone with your ultimate?
Well, Jax is now thinking, I'm right out in the open here. My fit of anger is sort of like ebbing a little bit now. So, as Jack here is no
Dead as
more,
fuck.
and we're not really fighting Eno. I'm just gonna stroll back to where I was.
Huh? Skittering across the ground for a moment, hop the crate, behind cover. That's your movement. Any bonus actions? Any actions?
Oh yes, there will be. Let me just cancel this massive attack everyone thing. I'm just gonna pick someone at random and make his day horrible.
Okay.
And I am going to zap him with some of the good from my arc slicer.
All right. So this is
Which is-
the jittery scav. Oh no, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. 11's just not enough.
As is tradition.
But what does your arc slicer look like, Jax?
Well, basically, it's a little drone that's basically built onto a plasma cutter. It's been tweaked to be well overcharged.
Okay.
And it should be illegal in every.
No, should. It is.
Yeah, it's wrong. So the fit of rage, as my bonus action, I'm going to trigger another one of the drones floating around my head,
Yep.
which is my auxiliary drone,
Okay.
which just shoots him.
Absolutely. One of the other smaller drones just lets out. 13 is indeed a hit. Roll damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
8 of those damages.
You see for a brief moment as this flash of red shoots out from the drone, it hits the guy, no shield whatsoever, and just starts carving into him. There's this gurgled scream, and this scav looks humanoid-ish in appearance, apart from a completely flat face, a long pointed nose, and the head seems to just bulge out, almost like a mushroom. Long gangly fingers. It's genuinely an unpleasant species to look at for pretty much anyone, but yeah, it's not enough to bring him low, but
Messed him up.
you messed him up something chronic. The mercs, as the situation has gone south, the brutish merc will charge forward towards Hioka, and with this big fist we'll just try and brawl with her.
Does he get an attack of opportunity?
He
from
does
Echo?
indeed.
Okay.
So Echo, you will get an attack of opportunity as he just charges forward to start wailing on Hioka. You would hit him as he steps away. Just as this, Hioka, you're currently fighting this bodyguard, this small LNX bodyguard, and just out of the corner of your eye, you would see this large form looming towards you. And just as this giant fist moves to punch you, Echo, what do you do?
Well, I've got 2 guns, so I pull out a second kinetic pistol out of my leg holster, and I go, "Hey, I need you for cover," and I shoot him in the back, and then I say "Hioka" as he falls. He goes, "That was intentional."
So that's that merc. The other armored merc, Stern merc. This guy who's currently in cover just witnesses Jack and the other merc gunned down. Quickly scans around, sees Echo, and will bring up his assault rifle towards Echo. There's a clatter of fire. Echo, your shield, you just see a couple of what seem to be sparks just fly off from your vicinity as this blue sphere erupts in front of you. Your shield takes it, you're fine. And the armored merc next to you he'll do the same with his assault rifle. And he too just begins to hold the trigger down. Several shots ring out, and around you, it's almost like it almost looks like the crate in the center of the room. You just got these small sparks shimmering off you as the various kinetic rounds and the ballistic rounds just bounce and are deflected. Eno himself will bonus action defensive. You just see this small LNX guy pull his hood up and just crouch in on himself and just starts running. He's like, no, this is no, unnecessary. So he's going to set off running. And last but not least, Eno's bodyguard, who's pretty wounded, is going to... Can't do that. Disengage is their action, and he too will start falling back to cover Eno. Now, because that was a disengage, there is no attack of opportunity. But that's the mercs done, so Hioka, you are up.
Alright, well, I feel like I'm not the kind of person. I'm not the kind of person that's gonna like, oh no you don't. Absolutely not. Let's give him the old stabby stab. And give that a whirl.
Absolutely.
Just sits out.
Oh my god.
Jeff's kid.
Oh no.
Oh no. Roll damage.
Okay.
What happens to him?
As he is trying to run away, I literally just run up to him and just stab in the back of the skull with my knife. Just straight into the back of the dome.
The small LNX behind Eno just drops to the ground. Ah, no! The brute next to him looks over. This stern-looking merc with an assault rifle turns towards you. He'll go,
Oh, fuck.
Any bonus actions?
I see I'm surrounded by some worthy prey. I feel like this one changed things up. Okay. As a bonus attaction. As a bonus attaction, I'm gonna. Well, how do I unselect him now?
So, at the moment, even though your combat knife is... do you have an ability that allows you... You do. I've just noticed you've got 2 weapon fighting.
Yes.
Awesome. So, what you need to do is hover over the person you want to target and just press T.
Okay.
Also, regardless, though, a 22 will hit anyone. So, who are you going for? The armored merc or the stern merc?
We're going Sternmerk.
Okay.
As I rip the knife out of the back of this guy's skull, I'm going to attempt to slice at this Sternmerk right here.
The 22 hits. You carve into him. Roll damage. 7 to him. What happens to him?
Is he down too, or is he just...
Yeah, no, he's dead. What do you do?
Oh, I guess as I'm ripping the knife out of the first one's skull, I'm coming up in an arc that just slices his carotid, or the equivalent therein, depending on the species. Yeah.
This guy seems to be, again, without going into too much detail at the moment and lore-wise, because I'm sure it'll come in future, there is a reason that there are a lot of humanoid-esque looking aliens, and that's because it's an evolutionary line that works. But yeah, he's still, for all intents and purposes, an alien, but bottled skin, a couple of teeth that seem to protrude from his jaw, deep set eyes, but that doesn't matter. He's got a neck, and you carve through it. There's a spout, a gout of blood that covers the floor as both Eno's bodyguard and this stern-looking merc just drop to the ground.
And here I thought it was just because Solari will fuck anything.
Man.
Facts.
Facts. Scavs. Scav turn. Scavs are going to do things. I'm trying my best to do this, but I've got a cat staring at me at the minute. They're wounded.
Cat can win.
I mean, if you're watching stream, there you go. There is
Yeah.
a Yaskier. But he's not going to look at the camera.
Yay! Cat cam. Woo! We all get an inspiration.
No. No.
Can't blame me for trying.
All right. Scavs, at this point, backed into a corner. They can't really go anywhere apart from their ship, which is behind them. So they are going to attempt to start moving. This guy's going to jump over to here. He's going to see Mafet and run up towards her with what appears to be this large blade with several serrations along it, and he's going to try and stab her, which doesn't happen. Mafet, you just this wide arc in front of you, he misses you by inches, and you just hear a get out of here, and he's gonna try and bounce.
Oh dear.
Do I get an
That's
opportunity?
two attacks for opportunity.
One attack of opportunity from Jax, but not you, because he's still within 5 feet of you, Mafet.
Oh, okay.
That's fine, because I've got whatever this version of Warcaster.
Shit. You have combat resonance training.
That's the one. So we'll go for
a 16 will hit him as he's turning to flee, having tried to cut through Mafet. He starts to sprint towards the small shuttle. I mean, mate, 2 damage is the number. That's
nice.
That's the number. What happens to him?
Okay, one of my little drones just turns and this little red eye locks onto him, and the modified plasma cutter just zaps out with an electrical discharge. I said that without stuttering as well.
Mate, I am impressed. Well done.
And it just goes straight into the guy's skull and just fries his brain.
Awesome. Any other scavs? Yes, there is. There's 2 more. We've got an idiotic scav who's going to round the corner here, see the carnage, probably think better. He too will then just set off at a sprint. His action will be to dash to get out of dodge, as he will now double towards their shuttle. Last but not least, the slithery scav over yonder who's been burnt will move their way up to here, turn, see Hioka, And with this incredibly large but somewhat archaic looking light machine gun, we'll open fire at you, Hyoka. You hear several rounds just chugging away. A 22 hits for 7 damage. The first couple of rounds impact against your personal shield, and for a moment your vision's filled with blue as your shield flares up to repel the rounds, but all of a sudden just boom, 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 a couple get through. Do you want me to apply damage, or are you happy doing it?
Just walk me through so I can do it.
Quickest way, if you right click on yourself, it'll say 21. That's currently your maximum HP. Deduct 7 from there and put the number in, or I can do it for you.
Like that.
Boom. Perfect. Now, with that not taking you to wounded, your shield deflects all of the rounds. So you don't actually take the bullets. You're not wounded yet, but... so just as a sort of clarification, in D&D, hit points is very much, you take a hit, you get wounded, you bleed. In this, until you reach half of your HP, that's when I would describe narratively that you take a wound. Because, again, guns are more powerful than swords and shields and blades and axes, so yes, you have taken damage, but it's more of just your morale, if that makes sense. So yeah, anyway, in a nutshell, your shield flares up, several of the rounds impact against you. You get the impression that this snake-like alien has got you in his sights and is just holding the trigger down. You do have impact driver currently up, so if you could make me, in the chat box it should say a DC 10 concentration check. If you click said button, frustratingly, your control over your impact drive falters. Oops. Yep, there we go. So sadly, you can't use that until you do it again.
Rest.
All right. No, until either is it a rest or is it a impact drive? No, you still got 2 more uses of it. You have up to 3.
Okay. Good.
Excellent. I believe that's all the scavs surviving. So we then go to Echo, 3CHO. What are you up to as the chaos starter?
Well, the armored merc shot at me, so I start twirling both my guns and slowly start turning in this direction. He's like, "Oh, you better run!" And
Shit!
I've got...
No!
He's just there holding the trigger down.
And then I'm gonna hit him once with kinetic.
Okay. Target the guy first. 10's a miss, though.
Switch to that mode now, have we? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
10 is a miss. So the first kinetic round, as he's currently holding the trigger down, shots are currently sparking off your personal shields. You can't land the first hit.
And then, as a bonus action, because I'm dual wielder shooty pistol man, I'm gonna hit him with the edge of the pistol.
All right. And that too. It's almost like you're blinded for a moment, just with with this guy holding the trigger down on the gun. Your shield's flaring up in front of your eyes, and you try and put 2 rounds into him, but you miss on both.
I just can't play. I'm like, stupid fucking Western hollers. Twirling your gun is a stupid idea. Why would you ever do that?
Any movement?
Yes. Try to move here.
Mm-hmm.
And just stand. Actually, I'm gonna move here. Stand here.
All right. The small Elenix is just cowering beneath his cloak. No, I'm done. Hill, don't shoot me. Now, bear in mind, this is not the words that come out of his mouth. The words that probably come out of his mouth are more like a... But the translations that kicks in your ears standardize it to Galactic Standard. All right. Maisie, you're up.
Okay. First off, I have a question for the DM.
Fire away.
Are we in an enclosed space that has like doors that could be closed to make it so no one can leave in their ship?
Yes, there is a hangar door that is currently closed. Again, at the moment, you get the impression that opening it wouldn't be an easy task for them. They would have to radio through to a control to request permission to undock. So they aren't getting out of here anytime soon, but they were probably looking at their ship as a safe haven, somewhere that they could just hold up and guard one entrance.
Okay. So she's kind of looking around at the chaos unfolding, and she sees this little guy down here.
Okay, who's currently trying to run to the ship? Yeah.
And she's just like, no. And she'll flick her wrist again.
As he starts to limp away. Oh, it's adjuster. It's adjuster. You hit. 12's enough. Oh my good lord. What happens to him?
He's running 1 second, and then this beam of energy hits him in the back, and he's just like and slumps to the ground.
Just as he was about to get to the stairwell up to the docking, the landing pad, he just cracked in the back and just flops over. Any movement? Any bonus actions?
She'll do like a quick like fist pump for herself, like, oh yeah, yes, I helped. And then she's gonna kind of like poke her head around this corner a little bit to see what's going on.
Carnage, you see this giant brute of an alien slumped down on the ground with a hole in his back. You cast your glance off, and there's a small Elenix bodyguard looking individual that's got just blue blood pumping from the top of his head. Another merc at the side slumped against the crate, blood spurting out of his neck.
So she's just gonna duck back behind the crate. She's like, nah, you know what? They got it. I'm just gonna take cover. And I'm gonna use the take cover feature.
Yeah, absolutely. Cool. So that's take cover for you. Boom. All right. Last but not least, Maisie, Mafet, you are up.
She's gonna say, "Hey," and then as the slithery scav looks at her, she's gonna say, "What the hell are you looking at, you slimy bastard?"
Ooh.
And then
Take offense to that remark.
she's gonna cast electrical shock. So how this happens, hopefully, is it's gonna be like a quill that comes out of her hand, kind of like a taser.
Yeah.
That gets into the skin.
All right. Yeah, you send this one of your quills out. It punctures into 25. Yeah, it hits. 5. What's it look like?
It just kind of sticks into the skin and just kind of shocks the shit out of the lizard until it like cuts its own tongue off and then just kind of bleeds out of its mouth.
Wow.
They shouldn't have looked at her.
The snake guy just spitting blood out of his mouth and just convulsing from the shock. And you see the tail twitch up in the air. The guns gets thrown to the side. And it's at that moment with the one scav remaining, one merc. Yeah, why not? We'll do it now. Yeah. it's at that moment where you would begin to, all of you will begin to hear the sound of, and what starts off as just a low rumble, turns it into the sound of heavy boots on metal, and from the door that leads into the cargo bay, it immediately bursts open, and what you would then see is security rushing.
I knew I should have shut down the doors instead. God damn it!
And you're just, as security burst in, there's a multitude of officers, all guns drawn. You just hear, break it up, get down on the ground! Now, what I'm going to say is, there's probably a question running through everyone's head at the moment. How the fuck did we get here? We'll find out in a moment. I think that's a good point for us to have a quick break, a quick refresh of the drinks. Take a moment. So, yeah. We will be right back, and then we'll find out how we got into that situation in the first place. Hope everyone enjoyed the introduction to Corsairs of the Rift. I do indeed need more rum. So, let me click this. Boom. We'll be right back.
Me too. Welcome back.
I haven't left because I got up and got my sugar-free grande iced sugar-free vanilla protein latte during combat.
That is a mouthful.
I may have
what she
redundanted
said.
it a little bit. It is delicious and as diabetic friendly as Starbucks is gonna get.
And I have water.
I have that too.
Oh, I'm going to take this moment now to thank everyone for their support. That is one hell of a list. Holy shit. Lee, thank you for the 68-month resub. Scopsu, thank you for the 77-month resub. Diesel, thank you for the 79-month Tier 3 resub. Lucius, thank you for the 71-month resub. And then Deez came in with the 20 gifted subs. Rayvon, thank you for the 26-month sub. I appreciate it. Durs with a 56-month space. Rayvon, in regards to Madness, I hope that appeased you. After that, we've got Shade in space. No one can hear you scream. Thank you for the 46 months. Callie, thank you for the 64 months, my dear. Bullshit. Bullshit you. Sneeze, 73 month. Thank you, my darling. Appreciate it. And then Vex came in with the 5 gifted subs and a 6-month sub for her own. And then another 3 gifted subs. Bloody hell. Steel came in with a 79-month Tier 3. Thank you. Hellbound Johnny. Holy shit. That's a name I've not seen in a while. I hope you're doing well, Johnny. It's been a while, man. It's been a while. Thank you for the 300 bits. I appreciate it. Bonecorner then gifting 5 gift subs to the community. Lucius, thank you for gifting Johnny a sub. I need a breath. Pocket Yeti, good to see you back, mate. Thank you. 15-month resub. Lucius gifting another sub to Just Smith. John Plax, thank you for the 60 month. And I think, take a breath. I think that brings us up to where we are. Oh, chaos.
Nailed it.
Was that a chaotic introduction to the world or to the galaxy?
I mean, it's pretty good.
Yeah, good.
Violent.
Have we all returned? Are we all good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had some
Excellent.
leftover Yorkshire puddings dipped in gravy. Oof, good times.
I'm glad
You're gonna
to
share with the class? Sorry.
Fuck no. It's all mine.
Orc Skull, hey buddy, I have caught your DM. I will get back to you on that one, mate. It's been a crazy few days, and you're messaging me literally at like the worst possible time. But I will get back to you. I am doing well, thank you. I hope you are too. Also, Yeti, we're good to be back. It's good to be back. It's been a long 3 months. All right, let's flick off back to the game, shall we? So, with security storming the cargo hold of Dock 94, you're probably all wondering how the hell we got into that situation in the first place. So, let's rewind a little bit. 2 cycles, also known as 2 days, back into outer space, to be exact, the exterior of Grindstone Station. Grindstone, as mentioned previously, is a hollowed out super asteroid, previously of Maltech's ownership but now under Mule. It's, as you can see, just a giant asteroid that has a space station built into the interior through a giant hole and has a multitude of other smaller docking areas on its outer crust. You are all aboard your ship, known as the Starhawk. At least officially. Unofficially it has a different name, but I'm sure we'll get to that in a moment. You are all currently aboard the Starhawk, sat in the cockpit, and on your way back towards Grindstone Station, through the large red-hued window that looks out, you see Grindstone getting closer and closer. And it's at that moment in the cockpit of the Starhawk that you're, well, who's the pilot?
Echo is the pilot. He's currently in control of the trajectory of the ship towards the station. Is how I'll phrase it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. On the dashboard, the control panel in front of you, Echo, you would see one of the communication panels light up. An incoming request. Glancing through quickly, you see that it's encrypted. But then it immediately begins to auto-decrypt under a priority override that's tagged Mule, external disposal request, priority grey. This is a familiar sight. This is something that you get when your boss, I guess, is basically forcing his way through your comms to talk to you all.
Shit. Is anybody else in the cockpit?
At this moment in time, everyone's in the cockpit. Yes.
Mafet, would you just press the receive button on?
Is it this button?
No, it's not that one.
What does this one do?
No, don't touch.
And
It's the big red
Mafet
flashy
is
one.
gonna start pressing buttons until she gets the right one.
You've said
Angry
it now.
lizard noises.
Yeah, you've said it now.
Maisie just is like, hey, just hold on, and she flips one of her wrists up, and a hologram digipad pops up, and she presses some buttons and fixes whatever Buffett just did.
Yeah. There's a brief moment where you would feel, for you, Echo, the ship lurch to the side ever so slightly. But then a flickering holo projector boots up, and you would all see a green, weary, ugly, tentacled, bloated face of an individual called Slaben Quen. This is an individual you've been contracting your services to for the last several drifts. Drifts being weeks. He's basically a middle management supervisor type for the Mule Galactic Reprocessing Corporation. As this hologram flares into life, you just hear,
Star August Quinn. No, wait. Don't you hang up on me again.
and from
What? I wouldn't dare.
From the back of
nothing
your-
is more hanging over it.
All right, yeah. So you immediately, Echo, cut the transmission. And it's at that moment you just hear another voice behind you who's sat just off to the side on one of the rims of the cockpit.
You know, I really, really wished I could have done that, Echo, but unfortunately it seems you beat me to it.
This alien figure in the cockpit wears a long black trench coat. He leans forward and was in the process of swiping his own data brace to cut the transmission to disconnect the call. But saying that, you've cut him already. This alien leans back, takes a cigarette, a crop stick, and sticks it into a small hole, like a vent, onto his helmet and takes a deep inhale.
Well, you do realize he's going to call back, yes?
Yeah, but when he calls back, he'll be really annoyed.
Yes. Yes, it is quite funny, the piece of shit that he is, but...
This individual is Captain Viren Vaskir of the Starhawk, also known as the Shitehawk amongst you all. Atop the long black coat sits a smooth, almost bowl-like helmet that has a holographic display. And what we'll do actually is I'll bring us into this scene. There we go. So, with this bowl-like helmet that covers his head, there is a holographic display that acts as his face. And it currently displays what appears to be a cross for an eye, a monocle, and some almost villain moustache. Beneath the helmet is a rather lithe upper body with arms that are muscular, almost out of proportion. In scale, they're quite large compared to his tiddly torso. And beneath that, the most eye-catching part of the captain would be that his entire lower half is mechanical. Digitigrade, backwards-facing legs.
Oh, so before he gets in touch, what's the situation with the ship after that little misunderstanding with the mining crew?
And you look over his shoulder towards Jax.
The cargo bay, it's fucked. I hit it with a high-powered, large-bore mining laser. Got hull breaches everywhere. Power conduits shredded. Fuel line gone. Apart from that, we're all good.
Apart from that, we're all good.
Actually, that's a lie. We're pretty fucked all round. But I wanted to make it seem a little bit of hope.
Right. And anything else I should be made aware of in regards to the state of the Shide Hawk?
And you'll start looking around the rest of the crew. Now, crew, feel free to go ham. How damaged is the ship? How fucked is this thing at this moment in time?
I will tell you, Mafet is not phased because she's flown way worse.
Jira goes looking at the panels and going over everything. Well, it looks like whatever happened has got the targeting systems on the fritz, so we're going to be hitting more than we're aiming at if we try to use anything right now.
The airlock's also a little jittery. It probably works. Also, you got a little something on your face, Captain, and she has been like messing around with her holo pad, and there it is. She put a clown face on.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you would just all see his holographic face just shift and contort, and it's now got these big red rosy cheeks, stars around the eyes, and it looks like a clown. Obviously, Vaskir doesn't know this.
It's just, right, okay. Bloody beautiful. Hyoka, what about your end? Anything? Give me some good news. Surely you've got something that's good, brighten the spirits.
We're all still alive.
Fucking... Come on. No. Just... Any good news?
Got good and bad. The good news is the coffee machine's still working. Bad news is it's only vending bug broth.
Decaf bug broth.
And that light on the console there.
And he points a finger towards the console, a big red flashing thing in front of Mafet that says life support.
Is that anything to be concerned about by any chance?
No.
Mafet? Yeah, just Mafet, just give it a whack. Just
No.
hit the console on top.
She starts hitting a button really hard.
That's not what I meant.
A little drone, AIS drone thing detaches itself from Jax's back and scuttles forward.
Hold. God damn it. There you go. Is there? What is this thing? What is this scuttling little...
This is Babbage. This is my AI system.
So, just to quickly, as a correction, it's SI, Simulated
SI.
Intelligence. In this setting, AI, artificial intelligence, is not only frowned upon, but any instance of artificial intelligence that is reported to the Concordate usually means that a group called Hellion, one of the largest military corporations in the Concordate, will send death squads and strike teams to get rid of AI. In a nutshell, AI is seen as incredibly dangerous due to an incident that occurred about 1,000 years ago, which brought around the creation of the Concordate. So it's simulated intelligence, is not true artificial intelligence, if that makes sense. Just as a clarification going forward. So SI, Simulated Intelligence. And there's someone
The
sat...
Babbage wonderful.
Go on. No, my bad, go on.
As Marfet's hitting the console in front of her. And he just shocks her. He just hears from behind him. That panel's working. If you break it, you'll get worse than a zap.
Wait, so the panel's working?
Well, the buttons are working.
Oh.
And the light's working.
Yeah.
Suddenly, the cockpit becomes full of disco lights.
For fuck's sake.
That still works. Sorry.
Let's go.
So are we testing that buttons are still working?
No, stop touching buttons.
Disco lights still begin to change colour through the cockpit. Okay, let me put this cat down.
Oh.
I want you to remember a mantra. If it's working, don't touch it.
Okay.
How do we know that it's working?
If you're not dead, it's probably working.
Although, as for that light flashing, yeah, life support's probably struggling. So all you fuckers smoking.
The captain's there with this cigarette, this crop stick, just stuck in this small vent, just.
You're saying life support is fucked, yes?
Well, it's not helped along by all of the smoke. I mean, I don't breathe, so I don't give a fuck. But I don't want to come into the station with a crowd full of fucking asphyxiated organics, okay? Okay.
Again.
The Babbage scrolls down again.
Again.
Again. It's happened before.
Hyoka, anything
Space is fire extinguisher.
What happens? What happens, Jax, as Babbage steps up with the fucking extinguisher?
He just squirts a very small, tight water spell at the end of the smoking device of each of the crew members.
Vasquez's crop stick immediately goes out, becomes soggy, and he's like,
Oh, for bloody hell.
Mefet, what do you do?
Well, I mean, she's just gonna throw it on the ground and then reach into her suit, because she has them kind of hidden in there, and then
No, expand. Hidden in where?
Oh.
Where in your suit?
Well, she likes to hide them in her bra, and so she's got a couple of cartons in there, and she's gonna pull one out and light another one. And give one to the captain.
Thank you.
But
Nice.
she's gonna light hers and then just she's gonna go. And then kind of get his going and hand it to him. Because they're smoking buddies.
You both get one puff before Babbage. I mean, it just squirts. Both of them. Whilst this is going on, Hyoka, do you have something you wish to say or do there? Bear in mind, in the cockpit at the moment, you've got these disco lights changing colour. Echo's trying to pilot the ship the best as he can. What are you up to?
Quite honestly, all of the rakshas noise and the smells and everything else, Heyoka is just like, typical Tuesday. Just, maybe curls up slightly, kind of on the side, and sort of kind of dozy, just like from point A to point Z, just kind of dozing. Like, I've already had my hand slapped before. for trying to touch buttons. So I've learned my lesson from that long ago. I refuse to, be baited into the events and just like, I don't smoke. It ruins my sense of smell. This whole place reeks of death and deep space and cigarettes. Who cares? just, just absolutely, passive. I'm just gonna doze. Yeah.
All right.
Tell me when we get there.
Dirigo, what are you up to?
Dirigo is looking at the display because we're approaching the asteroid, and that's the chance to stretch the leg, get out, go do some shit other than just sit here waiting or lounge in the bunk. So looks like we're getting close. So he's just waiting to hear that it's going to be departure time, so they can go get on with it.
Sure. It's around that moment where the previous cut message or communication flickers back on. The light in front of you, Echo, flashes a few times before the projector once again boots up with the priority override. Crackling into view once more is the face of Slarbin. This time, though, he's scowling. Double the size he was, and now looming down towards you all. And a massive holographic finger seems to point towards Captain Vaskir.
Boy,
Oh, hey, we were so worried about you. You cut out all of a sudden.
just don't give me that shit round it.
No. It's seriously.
Yeah, just look, right. You lot are about to do me a massive favour, yeah, and by extension, yourselves.
Turns his giant holographic head, that's bulbous, tentacled, unpleasant to look at, towards the rest of the crew.
Also glad you lot are still breathing. What took you so long to come back?
A disagreement.
Disagreement. Alright, well, yeah, that's understandable. Anyway, I've got a crate that needs eyes, guns, and legs. Yeah. Granted, that thing's as dirty as they get. Slipped it past intake in one of the waste haulers. Anyway, I've got it parked in one of the less used cargo depots, right? Yeah. Let me check that. It's number 46. Anyway, job for you. Get the old crate, yeah? Get the old crate. Once you've got it, quietly, may I add, it needs taken to Dock 94 in 2 cycles' time at a meeting at 1600. You got that?
Is anybody writing that down?
I forgot it already. Can you say that again?
For fuck's sake. Dock 94 in 2 cycles' time at 1600 hours.
Alright, Dock 94, 2 cycles time, 1600 hours.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, so don't just drop it on water, right? You stay. There's a deal going, Dan. 2 groups, and details of the deal ain't your problem. Now, leave that to those fucking scrotbags. All you need to do is make sure that the crate gets there in one piece, and stays in one piece until the deal is done and it's off station.
So take your box there, stand around like a lemon until it's done. Profit.
Yeah, exactly, right? But word of warning though, right? Word of warning, if that crate goes missing, gets opened or gets scanned by the wrong eyes before .94, yeah, the fallout it's me. And if it hits me, that by extension means it hits you. So, you do this clean. No trail, no witnesses, and I get to pitch a high sensitivity logistical maneuver in the next round's board meeting. That gets me closer to a seat on the board. You get closer to paying off your debt to me, yeah?
So at this point, you are all under the, not assumption, but you are aware that you owe Slarbin quite a considerable amount of money. Due to the fact that he's probably the individual who's been funding the repairs and keeping the Shitehawk going.
So what are we getting payment wise? Like spare parts?
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
how far towards paying off the debt are we talking about?
well, that depends now, don't it? Eh? You do this clean, right? No trail, no witnesses, yeah?
Leave no witnesses, understood.
That did. Look, for fuck's sake, do you like
Only get
paying?
a percentage.
Are you trying to fucking bargain with me, with it? Hey, are you trying to fucking bargain?
I just thought it was a simple
Do
question.
you like paying dock fees? 'Cause I don't. And my
Dock
friends, yeah, dock fees. You know when you gotta pay your own credits to dock your ship in the grindstone.
Was that a question?
Well, I believe I for fuck's sake. Alright, look. My friends on the board, and I say friends, you know, with...
And you see the hologram just make air quotation marks.
My friends on the board, they are the ones who get the docking fees. Not ideal. Not what I want. You lot want station access with a wink and a nod instead of a scanning of manifest, right?
Right.
Right. Well, look, as a bonus to you paying off some of your debt, I add that on as a nice little, little sweetener to the deal. Going forward, I can waiver said docking fees, checks, scans.
I'm just gonna look back at the cat and be like,
Captain Vaskir at this point, in spite of his clown hologram on his mask, you see two eyebrows raised.
I mean, it's not a bad deal. I mean, granted.
And he motions a hand towards the window, and as Grindstone Station's starting to get closer and closer, this is a procedure you've been through time and time and time again. It takes easily 2 to 3 hours for you to go through cargo scanning, through manifest checking, every single time you return to Grindstone.
You're the pilot, and do you want to sit here for the next 2-3 hours going through the usual bullshit?
no, you're right. Yeah, fuck that.
All right. I dare say we take him up on the offer then. We all in agreement? Any questions for...
And Vaskir looks around the rest of the crew.
Maisie is totally not paying attention and scanning this galaxy's version of TikTok on her wrist device.
Nice.
Heyoka is dozing in the corner or may not have resorted to some sort of light snoring. That's-
How about letting us land sooner rather than later, right now, as a sign of good faith? And we're not going to be able to work for you if we can't breathe.
You would
I'm
have
saving
seen
oxygen
that,
by sleeping.
you would have seen that Mafet had put something over that flashing light for the oxygen, just to, and she had already lit another cigarette.
No lines, no waiting. Sounds good to me.
I mean, it's especially good because we don't have any maneuvering thrusters whatsoever.
Don't have this, we don't have that, we're barely able to breathe. God, what a downer.
Oh my god, this is her best video yet, guys.
What?
What? Oh, sorry.
What we do have,
Go on.
what we do have is a working fire extinguisher.
Damn it, Jax.
Alright, so I guess by that then you agree to the old terms, yeah?
Sure.
Excellent. Right, as for the crate, the thing that you're looking for, yeah? You're looking for... It's tagged under an alias of Industrial Coil Unit -expired 001. You'll know when you see it. It's got this half-melted alien logo planted under it and spray painted. So make sure it gets to 94, right? Make sure the buyers don't shoot each other too early. And for the love of entropy, right, you don't open the damn thing. As for getting your priority access to the dock, I'll see what I can do. But for now...
The communication
Okay.
cuts off.
I had questions. Fuck.
You do have his contact details. You could, you by all means, try and reconnect.
No, I just said that for dramatic effect.
Yeah, that's basically the gist. You are given a task by by the local crime boss, middle management of Mule Corp, to grab a container and oversee its exchange in Dock 94. As Echo, what's the ship flying like at the moment?
Sideways. Well, not sideways, but at a funny angle, as we only have forward propulsion in one of the secondary thrusters. The main thruster's not working right now because it doesn't have enough fuel, and we have no maneuvering thrusters because the cables for them were severed when we got laser cutted underneath. So every time we have to do a maneuver, I have to use the gyroscope in the ship to flip the ship around, use a single thruster that's working, and maneuver that way, and then reuse the gyroscope to flip the ship back around so we're pointing in the right direction.
Seems legit.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, at this moment in time, this is now the moment for us to get to know your characters a little more. What's everyone up to? What do you do? Is there anything anyone wishes to know? Or this is the stage where you have at least an hour. Granted, Slaben said he will try and get you priority access. Echo, roll me an insight check.
Insight.
Insight. Oh my fucking god, no way.
Knows all, sees all.
One of the cool little thing that I wish to tell you all, that should you ever roll a crit on a skill check, so this is not just in normal RP, but if you do something out of the box in combat, you will be awarded inspiration, which you can hold to give yourself advantage on a check whenever you wish. So with that crit, Echo, you, even if Slaben as middle management of cargo and distribution in Grindstone, you're still looking at least an hour at the moment before you're given permission to pass through. If you just blast it through now, there's a good chance some of the station security will take offense and put a few holes, put a few more holes in the ship.
Okay, so we're just coasting really slowly till we get a ping.
Until Station Command gives you a bay, a docking bay number to land at. So yeah, you've all got an hour to mill about. Is there any questions or anything anyone wishes to do in this downtime?
And Jack's going to crunch some numbers and he's like, right. Assuming that we can land within the next hour and a half to 2 hours, there's a 90% chance of us living. Any longer, Echo will be the sole survivor.
I'll be on my own.
Oh god. All alone again. In the dark.
Of course, that time will drastically get reduced if people keep burning things in the cockpit.
Do you want me to just turn on the fire suppression system, through the whole ship?
Yes, let's flood the whole ship with CO2 so we can't light any fires. Great idea.
Wait. Wow, okay, that was really mean and uncalled for. And she goes back to scrolling social media.
Well, what's the name? Give us a name for the concordant version of TikTok. I mean, bear in mind that the internet that spans across the concordant space is called the hypernet.
Well, I asked our handy lore chat GPT to give me the name of the platform. Why are you shaking your head?
Go on.
No.
It's called Perceptrosphere, cross-synced with NextCore's influencer algorithm.
All right, fair enough. So.
It's law now, that's canon.
Perceptra.
The kids call it
PS.
PS.
PS, yeah. Perceptra is indeed a corporation within this setting that, again, Session 1, no point me introducing too much lore, but yeah, Perceptra is indeed a legitimate corporation. So, what was the name again? I shall have to make a note of that.
I've got it written down. I'll send it to you.
Cool. All right. Perceptra, another galactic mega corporation. Typically, those who deal in the hypernet, social media, extra, VR experiences. They are the media conglomerate of this setting. Bunch of arseholes, basically. Fake news. Do the humans get their own platform for cat photos? I'm not sure, Yeti. I'm not sure.
I've moved on from cat photos, cat people photos.
Cat people photo, yeah. Oh man, that's a rule 34. We don't want to go down. Anyway.
PP talk.
What have you all... So, with you scrolling social media, amazing. What are the rest of you up to? you've got an hour before you can make port, basically.
I am going to go down and try and make the landing thrusters work.
All right. In that case, then, Jax, roll me, if you would be so kind. I would say that is a technology check. Brilliant. Yep. What's it look like? What do you do?
Oh, I proper jerry rig the thrusters. There's some hoses just running through the ship's corridors, just bypassing the massive rent in the side of a ship. And it's probably going to work for one landing, and then it's going to be a mess.
Yeah.
But if we can land, we can repair it.
Awesome. So, over the next hour, you begin to jury rig various piping and bits and pieces into the landing apparatus that you get to the point where you think, yeah, this would survive impact at relatively, considerable speed. I see Hyoka's departing the cabin. What's Hyoka up to?
I'm literally just going to follow Jax down so that way I can carry heavy things if he needs me to. Because I'm not pushing any buttons.
You're not good at pushing buttons by any chance?
Oh, I'm good at pushing buttons, just not those kind of buttons.
All right.
Yeah, if you just move to that square, there, TP down the deck.
Yeah. So this, if anyone wishes to go on a little bit of a journey of the Shitehawk, we'll come back to Jackson Hyoka in a minute. There we go, Mafet. Anything you two wish to do from the cockpit?
So she's gonna sit there and she's gonna ask Echo, like, what's this button?
That one.
Yeah, what's it do?
It's an override button for the port stabilizers.
What about this button?
It's a starboard stabilizers.
And this one?
Don't you know how to fly a ship?
I do have a certificate.
A certificate?
Well, while you go give Mafet baby's first flying lesson, I'm going to go to my bunk for a bit. And Jiro's going to go down to
Yeah.
his.
All right. We'll catch up with you three who've departed in a moment. Continuing on in the cockpit, Vaskia brings up his holographic controls and just kills the disco light that was still running.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Yes,
All right, let's go through this again.
Can I press this one?
No. Okay. He pulls out like there's a stack of like post-it notes on the console, and then just starts writing shit on it, like what each button does, and then doing a push.
That's not what Jebo said it does.
Jebo? What?
Captain Jebo.
The fuck is Jebo?
Where does Jebo come into this?
Have you guys not ever learned about, Jebo's School of Flight?
No.
No.
what does this all grand almighty Jebbo say in this... You know what?
And with that, Vaskir throws his hands up in the air, rises from his seating position and begins to clank down the centre towards the exit.
Echo, she is all yours. All yours.
Oh, yeah.
Good luck, Maisie.
Maisie's currently holographic displays all around her, social media everywhere, various videos from different planets and sectors.
Echo just turned to Buffet, be like, all right, we'll go through this again. And then he starts rhyming off all the different consoles. All right, port starboard, sees fore and aft thrusters, stabilizers, inertial dampeners. Don't press the inertial dampeners. You are organic and very squishy, and high-speed turns without inertial dampeners will turn you into a smear on the wall.
Can you get really descriptive on those, like when I need to press them?
Okay, if it says never, I'll fucking push them. And I'll tell you if I need you to push anything. Okay. Also, how many cigarettes did you have today? Are you off your tits?
It's been about 3 cartons so far. I smoked about 3 whenever you got really sad about all of us dying.
Well, you all slept in, and it's not my fault. I got all alone, right?
She lights another one, even though she has one in her mouth already.
Babbage is still there, by the way.
Yeah, he's just scuttling.
Next thing, she goes up again. Familiars.
Roll me a... this is for you, Mafet. Give me an astrophysics roll, please. In spite of Echo going through everything again, due to the fact that your cigarette's been... Every single time you spark up, it's extinguished. You don't seem to take much in. And just for my own enjoyment, crop sticks are a well-known brand of cigarettes smoked throughout the galaxy by a company called CropTech. They are the ones who manufacture it. CropTech are your stereotypical galactic-spanning capitalistic pieces of shit who will sell you anything and everything just to make money. Typically with over-engineered jargon and slogans, again, such as crop sticks, relax, regret later, so on and so forth. But yeah, this conversation between Echo and Mafet goes back and forth for the next hour or so. Maisie, is there anything you wish to do apart from scroll social media?
Well, I think Mafet should make a perception check, whatever that is.
Perception. Mafet, roll me a perception check. Or make Maisie a perception check, for that matter. It's not good.
So she also doesn't notice that the oh, I just had the word and it's gone. There's a the air scrubber that is under the console of her chair goes on every time she lights a cigarette and turns off every time it goes out.
She sparks with this brief exhume of smoke that gets sucked down. The hum of fans. And then as the extinguisher goes out, done, gone. Anything further you wish to do in the next hour or so whilst you're making your way towards Grindstone? Again, take this opportunity, everyone, to delve into your characters a bit.
So Maisie, she's got 3 arms, like hands up in front of 3 of her hands are up like in front of her face. Each of them like has a different like hollow image on it. One is like her TikTok screen where it's like whatever she's watching is projecting like bright flashy lights onto her face. And then the other 2 is she's scrolling through. So 3 of her hands are holding up the screens. The other 3 hands are being used to scroll through the various screens, and she's like consuming information in triplicate. So she's watching her favorite streamer. She's reading through something, and then she's also Echo is teaching her how to fly. So she's also reading like a flight manual, and then the other one. The middle one is it's like a young adult novel, pretty much. She
Smut book.
It's not smut. She is young. She might be one of the youngest members of the crew, and maybe slightly sheltered. But yeah, so she is like your average Zoomer, just consuming information. It is not smut jump.
Space Twilight.
Space
Yes,
Twilight.
Space
I can
Twilight.
feel your emotions as you read it. It is smut.
It's not. Oh my god. So yeah, she's just being an average like 22-year-olds passing time while they're waiting in line to dock, and like holding her breath when she can because yeah, life support is an issue.
Yeah. All right. Let's dial in then, as this is all going on above deck. Below deck, in his private quarters. What's going on down here, Dirigo?
Well, Dirigo's going to do 2 things because he doesn't have too long. So he's going to, he gets his gun ready because that's one of the things that his life revolves around his guns. Yes, most of the things on the wall here are incomplete or replicas that don't actually work. It's more for show, but he's going to try to replace them all with actual functional firearms of their type eventually. So he's going to go look at all this, and then he's going to go get his Gravatar and just jam on it for a while down here, just with his ash cigar going while he does that.
Roll me a check on your Gravatar. Let's see how good you are, shall we?
Put it in the chat for people. I should play a known tune.
What is a Gravatar?
So a Gravatar is, well, the description is a handheld stringless guitar that manipulates hand positioning electromagnetic waves to create resonant distortion. Essentially, it is like a touchboard version of a guitar, electric guitar. So it makes all kinds of noises from drones to typical guitar sounds. And so he's just going to start trying to imitate some of the rock groups that are popular presently, just jamming out there. And
yeah, loud and perfect, on point.
He's just practicing a bit because he plans to bring it to the station because there are, clubs and stuff like that, and it beats just sitting in the bunk.
Yeah. All right. Next up, now, frustratingly, Observer can't see the whole ship, so let's have a scroll through and see who we can find next. We have 2 people in engineering. This is Jax and Hioka, past engineering in the Grav Core of the Shitehawk. As mentioned, Jax, you are currently in the process of stringing various piping and other redirects from one engine to the other for the thruster. Hioka, you're assisting. Anything you two wish to add over the next hour?
You just see a fury of movement. Jack's just scuttling straight up the walls, across the ceiling. His drones and engineering rig literally fabricating fasteners and little junction pieces as he's running across the ceiling because he's a lizard.
Yeah.
He just scuttles everywhere.
Whilst you're doing this, Hioka, what are you up to? Is anything particularly you're shifting around or moving, or anything you wish to bring to everyone's attention?
I have a rather Canid-like grin as I'm watching this lizard scuttle around the gravitational thing. just highly entertained, just like any other dog watching a lizard run across the wall, Just look at it go! Look at it go!
I've got this image, like bearded dragons when they do that running thing with their arms out to the side. Just on the ceiling.
Phenomenal.
Does Hioka start panting?
Nope. I'm just enjoying myself and just quite entertained. But I'm also at the ready in case Jax is like, Hioka, grab this! And then I can run over and, lift it up to him. Whatever it is that he needs.
Fetch.
Pretty much. That's the dynamic.
In that case, then, can I have from Jax a technology check and from Hioka an athletics check, please? And I'm going to restore your HP because at this moment in time you are full. So 16 from the technology from Jax.
And athletics, you said?
And athletics from Hioka, please.
So that would just click on athletics and do the
click
trick?
it.
Okay.
It will indeed. So, Jax, your running of pipes and various other conduits through, you do eventually manage to get the thruster up and running. Echo, which thruster was down? Do you remember which you said?
All of both port and starboard maneuvering thrusters are down.
All right. Jax, so with that 16, is there anything you wish to do to potentially either aid or anything you wish to bring forth to say that it was a roaring success?
So I've literally spliced off some of the fuel from the one working thruster we've got to the port and starboard thrusters.
Yeah.
So none of them work at full power, but it's enough just to correct the ship's flight. It just takes a little bit longer to move the ship in any one direction.
Awesome.
But the engine room now just looks like a spider web of hoses and wires, and it's scary in there.
Absolutely. Hioka, with that in mind, you are in the process of assisting Jax moving conduits, large cables, perhaps moving the odd large plate out of the way for him to gain access. Give me something that occurs, perhaps not anything that's overly detrimental to the ship, but just an issue that arises, a problem that occurs, or perhaps a fumble that you cause due to the
easily. Yeah, no question. Easily, I'm very distracted by the lizard-like man running around on the ceiling, just plugging away and pulling cables out of thin air and putting them into other cables, and I'm just baffled by the whole thing. And he sent me to grab something, and I'm looking up at him, and I totally trip over one of the cables that he's laid across the floor and drop a box of various tools, scattering them across the floor a bit.
Not only do they scatter, with this being the gravitonium reactor room, the lattice work, the catwalk that goes around it, some of the tools spill down into the lower areas, which need to be fished out at some point, so perhaps adds a little bit of extra time either to Jax being the grumpy lizard that he is, or you having to squeeze your arm into tighter spaces.
Dexterity, yes. Strength. Yeah, I could probably fish around in there and start pulling stuff out, because, that's fair.
The next hour or so flies by in a flurry of conversations top deck, hard work mid deck, and someone just jamming the fuck out. As you get close to the station, eventually, Echo, Mafet, Maisie, you would hear the comms crackle. Priority, not so much an override, but a priority call comes in from docking command. As you patch it through, you see this hologram of a somewhat spherical looking alien geezer. 4 eyes look at you. Welcome to the Grindstone Station. You are permitted to dock at dock number 47, top side.
Top side?
Yeah, you already got the idea. 47, top side, is one of the smaller docking bays on the exterior of the asteroid. It's not the nice, large, wide open docking bays of the central tunnel that runs through Grindstone. It's a tight door, a tight gap. Finesse is required to land. I do hope that won't be a problem.
I mean...
Good! Glad to hear. Station control out. Click.
Stupid, fluoride, organic, little bastard. I want to strangle you. You know what?
The vet gets another cigarette
crash
out.
Crash us straight into the control tower. I'll kill them all.
Echo, we've talked about this.
What? What?
Do I have to say it again?
I'm fine.
You're
I'm calm.
stressing me out.
Okay, say it with me. I am not my programming.
I am not my programming.
Okay. Do you feel better?
No.
Well, I tried.
Oh, I do feel better. I feel better. We have thrusters. They came online.
See, it helped.
Thank God.
She goes back to scrolling.
Do continue.
Okay, so it's it's going to be a shitty landing, but below deck's already fucked anyway. It doesn't matter if I get pancaked.
What do you need me to press?
Would I tell you those buttons and pull back on that lever, and you should probably buckle in.
Okay.
There, see that button there? Landing gear. So we can land. Landing gear. And that magnetic locks so we can lock onto the station. Got it?
You don't have to slow it down.
Are you sure?
I can read it right here. Just point to it.
Okay. That one, then that one when I say it, okay?
Better. Yeah.
Cool. Maisie, could you contact the rest of the crew and tell them that we'll be landing shortly and abruptly?
Yeah, sure. I can do. And then she puts one of her hands to the fitting she has behind one of her little ears and presses a button, and her voice will broadcast throughout the ship. Guys, it's probably gonna be a little bit of a rough one, so brace yourselves. Put your valuables away. Seatbelt's probably a good idea. Okay, bye.
Hioka,
Well,
Jax, Dorigo, you go for it.
Yep. So I imagine that when Jax fixes the thrusters, like the
There's a big
feeling
jolt.
of the ship moving changes.
Uh-huh.
Because like this entire time, not really to Dirigo's understanding, we've been kind of just falling through space in a roughly aimed direction. So when he feels that, he's like, well, that's either a good thing or a bad thing. And he's going to pack up his gravatar and everything else and head back up to the cockpit.
Okay. Jax, Hioka, what are you two up to as this call comes down from Maisie?
Jax is going to look at Hioka and say, you better get somewhere safe. And he'll scuttle straight up the wall and disappears through a panel.
Hioka is just like holding a wrench and like, fuck. And just pelts her way down the hall into her bunk and like straps into since it's like only like a little ways away, I'll just go straight to my bunk and latch in and pray.
Awesome. So,
Space vehicle check.
Jax is in the maintenance ducts. Hioka strapped into a bunk. Mafet, Maisie, Echo, Dorigo strapped into their chairs in the cockpit. Now, due to a aforementioned element called gravitonium at the very start of the campaign, that is how simulated gravity is feasible. It's also how ships kind of navigate faster than light and warp and so on and so forth. But again, this is something we'll no doubt visit later on. The station, that of Grindstone, has a rather large gravitonium core, which means that as the ship gets closer, especially within close docking perimeter, there is a heavy effect of gravity that pulls on you, on not just you but on the ship. So, pilot, co-pilot, I'm going to ask for some space vehicle checks, please, from you both. As for the Shite Hawk itself, oh my god, would anyone like to describe? You know, we've obviously seen a few pictures. We've seen it in the intro video. Would anyone like to describe what the actual Shite Hawk is like? What it is to you guys, I guess, is probably the better way of doing it. What's it look like? What's it do? What's it armed? What is it armed with? Go on, pilot. Since you rolled a 22, and we're still waiting for Mafet's pilot skill.
Where do I have to
Character
click on
sheets.
the?
A character sheet. And
Oh,
just
it's on the
scroll down
character
on
sheet.
videos,
Okay.
yeah. Well, she's not pretty, but she works. It's very Firefly-esque / the Mandalorian's sort of ship, sort of that sort of vibe. It's cramped. Everything kind of just works by the look of fucking the Space Gods. Jax being able to fucking jury rig anything and everything. It's quite a big corvette, but it's been converted into. It's not originally an armed vehicle. It has clearly been repurposed from another type of craft into its current role, and it's probably old as fuck.
Yeah. As you begin to approach the upper portion of Grindstone, the navigational computer in front of you provides a nice curved line towards the allocated docking bay. First up, space vehicle checker 22. Perfect. How do you two wish to split up docking? Who wishes to do the fine motor control to line you up and land, and who's doing the main bulk of getting you in the right direction? Echo, Mafet, between you two, explain how you dock flawlessly, almost flawlessly. Granted, considering the state of the ship. Over to you two.
I'd say, well, Echo's hardwired into his chair with a neural port that comes out of the back of his neck, which is kind of like a squiggly fucking fiber optic fucking spinal cord, which is kind of creepy. That plugs into the back of the chair. So he's interfaced with the ship, so he's activating thrusters. But because the ship's in such shit state, he needs Mafet to basically use outside sensors to direct us where we need to go.
Oh, our internet's reset. You can't hear us. Can you hear us now, Mafet?
Hello?
Hello? No, not yet. She can hear us on stream. Alright. So whilst you're currently lining up towards the port, Maisie, anything else you wish to do whilst we wait for Mafet to save us from imminent destruction?
Yes. So she is composing and getting ready to send a communication requisitioning what's the word? She's kind of forging. Oh my gosh! I closed my notes document.
Oh, the pressure is on. You got it?
Okay.
You got it?
Yeah. So she's in the process of coding and forging a message with Slavin's digital signature, requisitioning ASAP engineers and repair materials be delivered to the bay they're docking so that they can get fully repaired.
That sounds like... do you have the replication kit? You do. Roll me from your tools, a replication kit check. This is going to be pretty difficult. I'm going to say DC, let's say DC 13.
How do I get to my... Oh, it's right. It's
from your character sheet. Yeah.
Inventory. You said which piece?
Character sheet, details, tools, replication kit. DC 13. It takes a while. Most likely due to the fact that you're being jostled and jumped around as the ship's coming in, occasional odd thruster firing, but you get to a point where you think, yeah, this might be enough. And yep, click ship, send. Throw me a private message from your prime abilities.
So there should now be, as soon as they dock, a pit crew.
Yep.
Like at a racetrack there to immediately initiate repairs on our vehicle at no cost to us. But Slavin's gonna get the bill. We might be slightly more in debt to him now.
It might be his friends that get the bill, not him, because they're the ones that get the docking fee, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, she'll add to the message. Hey, do me this favor and repair this company ship.
Oh my god.
Have you guys figured out I'm the hacker on the crew yet? Chat.
Just for the sake of believability, since you're adding that message on as well, I'm going to ask for, I think that's probably going to be, let's just go with deception.
Okay.
Not that it's an immediate effect to you, but as it gets passed down the chain, a 4. All right, we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens with that later down the line.
It's definitely not going to come back to me though, because this is all Slavin doing, trying to get his ship for free, like not us.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. It's Slavin's the one who's going to get shafted. Do we have Mafet back?
I am back.
Awesome. Quick recap then from you, Echo. Can you just what's the current status of the docking procedure, and what do you need Mafet to do?
I'm basically landing the ship blind because all our sensors are out, apart from manual ones. So you are directing me to the pad. Up a bit, down a bit, left a bit, right a bit.
And that's exactly what she's doing to him. She's like, up, 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 oh, down, down, left, left, little right, right.
Okay.
Landing a ship or moving a couch.
As she writes her message, Maisie is dancing in her chair with her other arms going like left, right, and up and down.
Big fish, little fish, cardboard box.
Perfect. Now,
Okay.
ease.
I am easing, boy. It's fine.
The Shite Hawk clears the doors by a few inches. You begin to hover into Grindstone itself, onto the landing pad. And it's at this point now where you're a couple of meters from the landing pad. You would all hear, or maybe not all hear, but those in the cockpit at least will be able to see several large claws descend from the ceiling in a attempt to grab the ship.
Whoa, here comes the docking clamp. Tell me when we've got tone and we're lined up.
The docking clamp. Sorry, go on.
We're lined up.
All right, cool. And I'm sat there with my hand up, waiting for the clunk. I'm like,
There is a clunk followed by the sound of metal scraping and screeching. Luckily, nothing too bent or broken, as these clamps just grip onto the side of the wings and engine. From there, they assist in lowering the vessel to the deck, where the landing gear would kick in.
Wonderful landing gear, and as soon as we hear the last big bang, you can engage mag clamps.
Which button is that?
It's the one labeled mag clamps right next to the other button labeled landing gear.
Okay.
Buffet, you begin to see the floor rise and rise, getting closer and closer until eventually you hear a boom
She hits the button immediately.
There you go. One Sabart now.
Oops, that's not what I wanted. That's the wrong.
Attack rod! Let's shoot everybody!
boom, 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 boom. Yeah. Due to the various repairs that have been administered by Hioka and Jax, and through some sheer luck, the Shitehawk holds together. Docking clamps don't rip any wings off. The landing gear deploys, and with a heavy thud, the ship comes to a standstill. You hear a loud hiss that, if you were outside of the ship, would no doubt be deafening as the large blast doors, the docking doors, close. From your position in the cockpit, you would see a small little orange wagon make its way towards you. It looks like a box with 6 wheels. A couple of aliens, various species, hang off the side with hard hats, oil-stained uniforms, wrenches, plasma cutters, and various other bits and pieces for immediate ship triage. But that said, welcome home to Grindstone Station. Before disembarking, is there anything anyone wishes to do or say?
I find out what everybody's doing and find out who's going to be doing the most entertaining thing, and I'm going to follow them.
Maisie goes out to meet the pit crew.
That's not interesting. I'm going to follow Maisie.
Alright, Maisie heads towards the airlock. Mafet?
She's gonna go find a kind of a cantina, because that's usually where people are the most happy. And she's just gonna
this is on the ship. You do have.
On the ship.
Yeah,
are
you wanting to leave? Yeah, if you're wanting to leave the ship, then you also head down with Maisie towards the airlock to step outside. If that's your intention.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she needs to get away from everybody.
All right. Dirigo.
Oh, Dirigo is thinking we're landing at port 47 or docking bay 47.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure 46 is where the other package was supposed to be. Or was it something?
That was
near
cargo.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, cargo.
So
different one.
Cargo and bays are linked, so it is indeed very close. So you have docking bay of a number, and then joined to that is a cargo depot number. So you are,
all right,
as you surmised, one bay away from where you need to pick up the crate.
Well, we've got 2 days, so
Absolutely.
he's going to start heading down towards the airlock with his gravitar and everything else ready to go.
Okay.
So I imagine he's probably going to end up wherever Mafet's going, because he's going to go and play on his gravitar in front of people and just be an obnoxious thing.
So at the moment we have Maisie in the airlock, Mafet in the airlock, Dirigo in the airlock with his gravitar, being annoying. Echo, are you following them?
Yeah, if they're going to the more fun place, then yeah, I'm probably following them, whether they like it or not.
Echo, airlock. Jax, obviously the end game is to get to the airlock to leave. Is there anything else you wish to do before you head that way?
No, not really.
Nope. Okay. Jax, you two then make your way towards the airlock, and last but of course not least, Hioka. Anything you wish to do on the ship before you make your departure?
After a quick thank you prayer of all my parts are still attached. No, not literally. I just do a quick assessment check, make sure they have all my gear, and I want to make sure I have my data brace on, so that way I can interact with the various guilds on the big ship.
Absolutely.
And head my way to the docking bay. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Last but not least, Captain Vaskir joins you all. The long trench-coated, smooth helmeted robotic legs captain. As you're all sat or stood in the airlock, you would hear a clamp from above as the airlock on the Shitehawk, there's two. One's in the cargo bay, which is currently sealed off. Hard sealed off, welded shut. The other one is on the top of the ship, so it would require you to ascend a ladder, get it up, and scoot across the corridor. But as you are all beginning to disembark, Captain Vaskir turns to you all.
It seems that we made it all in one piece, everyone. Well done. Well done.
Start shaking Echo your hand first, then Jax's, and pats Yoka on the shoulder and ruffles Maisie's hair. Salutes.
Oh my god!
Dorigo, and then just kind of does this awkward jibe in front of Mafet. He tries to shake a hand, and then it's like
no, that's not.
Which one? Which one is it?
Yeah, basically.
So, since we're back for now, I've got a few business ventures that demand my immediate attention when we get stationed side. So, if I could leave you all to, do the box delivery, perfect.
Business ventures.
There's just,
Yeah, try not to lose all your money.
You just see a large smile with the two upward pointing arrows for eyes.
Don't worry, it is indeed this time. It is business, proper business, I assure you.
Is he lying? Can I tell?
Roll me an insight check at disadvantage. Mafet, you can roll me an insight check at normal.
12.
You're not too sure, Echo. You've known the captain for a long time. He's probably lying. As for you, Mafet, you can immediately feel that he's off gambling.
Okay, I'm going to try and bump him as we try and get out and steal his wallet.
Sleight hand.
For his own protection.
Yep, sleight hand. Ooh, let's go for against him then. So Vaskir, let's go with a perception. As you bump into him, you reach your hand out, and already his hands he just pulls his wallet from your grasp and slips it into the upper portion of his coat.
I think I might require this, Echo. Thank you.
Huh? What? Oh, whoa. No, that's weird. Wait, whoa, how'd that happen?
There's an obvious questioning emoji that appears on his helmet, and it's at that moment where you would hear heavy hissing as the airlock cycles, and you are met with this thick atmosphere that washes in from the station, making it, for those who don't wear masks like the captain, for the rest of you who breathe oxygen or any other gases, it's unpleasant. Every breath feels like effort. The air itself is just heavy, almost metallic tasting. And over the intercom, you just hear this almost automated voice.
Welcome to Grindstone Station. Please report to your docking officer at your nearest convenience. Thank you. Enjoy your stay.
And from there, you folks step out, ascend the ladder onto a umbilical connector, and step aboard Grindstone Station. And I think, for session 1, that's a pretty good point for us to snap it.
It's nice to be back.
Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you, players. I appreciate you returning. I hope you all had fun for episode 1. I hope it was an interesting start to our weird and wonderful world.
Yeah, it's always going to be one of those things where it's never quite enough.
Yeah, I thought, this is a pretty good. We're at that awkward moment where I could we could push it on for another 3 hours, or this is a natural stopping point. And I think for the moment, with it being session 1, it's good to be back, but let's not burn ourselves out. We'll not push it. That's pretty good as a gentle taster for Corsairs.
An aperitif, if you will.
Absolutely. We've got an ad break in 3 minutes anyway, so before that 3 minutes kicks in, does anybody have anything they wish to say? Where can we find you? Anyone doing anything else interesting in the week that they wish to portray onto the world, or is that it? Are we done for now? I'm gonna tell that as a no.
I'm doing fuck all the rest of this week until D&D next weekend. So
I'm gonna forgo the shameless plug and just I'm just glad to be back.
Good.
And,
I'm gonna say goodbye, chat.
Yeah.
Goodbye, chat.
Goodbye, chat.
Goodbye, Jen.
bye, Chad.
Go on, there we go. You've got to close it.
I mean, I don't know. It's
the thing now. You've got to do it.
Got to figure it out, like. And we'll see you next time on Corsairs of the Rift.
I've just realised that I don't have an ending screen. So,
it's because Corsairs of the Rift never ends.
It never ends.
Quick, just go back to the wormhole scene. It'll be fine.
Yeah, but it says starting. That's the thing. I've just thought, shit. That's what I normally go to, but it's got starting. Fuck it. Yeah, this is a good end.
This is a good end screen.
This is good.
Yeah, for now. Great.
No, hang on. I've got it. We're going to progress to the start of the end. I'm going to mute you guys up.
Cop out.
I'm going to mute you guys up.
Miss it all.
Go on. Be gone. Back to your hole. Back to... hide the start. Hang on. Let's not starting Not starting. There we go. There we go. We found the scuff right at the very end. Prepper Jack, thank you for the 5,000 bits. I appreciate it. It's good to be back. It's been a while. It's been like 3 months since last D&D. For those wondering, since we can now have a little bit of a chat in regards to the Cradle of Ruin, how to put this? For those who know me and who have stuck around, you know I like doing stupid NPCs. I like doing crazy voices. I like doing weird and wonderful shit. I screwed myself over with the Cradle of Ruin in making it a post-apocalyptic setting. Huzzah! That was stupid of me. And it kind of got to a point where I was realizing that I'd kind of dug myself into a little bit of a hole that was going to be difficult to get out of, on top of various other things happening with some of the players behind the scenes who needed a bit of time away. So yeah, basically we just thought, Cradle of Ruin's not working for us. Let's take a step back. We then had a chat, spoke, and thus Corsairs of the Rift was born. So yeah. Pretty much, yes. Yes, Ruin is ruined. Yeah, adverts done. With that then, I'm going to close it out here. Prepper Jack, thank you again for the 5,000 bits, you absolute mad lad. I appreciate it. I hope everyone enjoyed episode 1 of Corsairs. A little bit weird, a little bit wonderful. And we will see you all next Sunday, 8 PM GMT, for episode 2. But yeah, this was episode 1, Crate Expectation. Let's see if we can find someone to raid. The only person who I have at this moment in time streaming is a acquaintance of mine and Vex's called Momo. So we will go over to Momo. Who is currently just chatting. Side quest. Show love, show support, and folks, we will see you next weekend for episode 2. Ta-ta for now.